First video since Christmas and it's already time to get vulnerable. Hello people of the internet, Sam here. Thanks for dropping by. If you read the title, you already know what this video is about. I have PCOS, which stands for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. Now, as you may have guessed by the name, this does have to do with ovaries and the reproductive system, so if that kind of subject makes you uncomfortable, this may not be the video for you, but hopefully I'll see you back around soon. Alright, now for those of you who have stayed, PCOS basically means that I have a hormonal imbalance that is affecting my monthly cycles, and this can also lead to the development of cysts on my ovaries. For me personally, it kind of means that there's a signal in my body going on all the time to be starting new cycles, but no ovulation is actually happening. And for me, this also resulted in my testosterone levels being about double that of the highest normal point for those who are biologically female. So that's what's going on inside my body, but what does that actually look like? So the main way it shows itself in most people is through irregular cycles, but there are a whole host of other symptoms that people may or may not have. For me, this has also meant excess facial hair, skin darkening in certain areas, acne on my chin, and there's a good chance that it has affected my mental health. Now, I don't know this for sure, but I kind of suspect that at the first point when my anxiety first became really noticeable, that was the point when my PCOS actually began, because I've been going undiagnosed for a good amount of years now. But again, there's no way to know for sure, but I've definitely noticed these past however many years a very close connection between my cycle and my stress levels. So experiencing all this, plus a period that lasted 45 days, I knew something was wrong. I had no idea what, so I went to the women's clinic to see if they could help me figure out what it was. So I went to the women's clinic, had some blood work done, let them know about all of my symptoms, and the doctor concluded that I do indeed have PCOS. And she told me this is actually pretty common among women in the US. About 1 in 10 have it. She also told me that there is no cure, that I'm gonna have to be dealing with PCOS for the rest of my life. And I'll be honest, hearing that was pretty daunting. Something that I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life. I was pretty overwhelmed. I mean, sure, I was glad to have some answers to some symptoms I've been dealing with for several years now, but still. The good news is, there are options for managing symptoms, the most common one being birth control. But from what I've read, it's not as simple as taking a pill and everything going to normal. It involves losing weight as well through lifestyle changes like regular exercise and a healthy diet, as well as managing other factors that affect your hormonal levels, like the amount of sleep that you get and your stress levels. Sounds simple, right? Well, for me, this basically means an entire lifestyle overhaul, which is daunting to say the least. When I first got this diagnosis, I felt pretty alone. Even with the statistic thrown at me that 1 in 10 women have it, I personally didn't know anyone who has PCOS, because it's just not something that you really talk about. However, since looking around on the internet, especially here on YouTube, I've found that I am certainly not alone in having to deal with PCOS, and I do have hope that I can make the lifestyle changes that I need to in order to better manage these symptoms. So I first got this diagnosis about a month ago, and shortly after started birth control. Now, going into it, I knew this wasn't going to be a cure-all, but I have been very surprised by how my body has been reacting to it. I know that they say it takes about 3 months for your body to kind of settle down and get used to this new thing, but that just feels like such a long time to be going through this. Now, everyone's experience is different. I have to emphasize that here. But for me, it has really impacted my mental health. I feel like my anxiety has been cranked up from a 5 to an 11. And as a result, I've also been experiencing some depressive-like symptoms. The first week really feeling it, I ended up not going to class for 3 days, which is pretty bad. I'm not constantly feeling this way though. It's definitely mood swings because I can in one morning feel like I need to cry the whole time or will actually be crying. And then by the afternoon, I feel basically normal, mostly just feeling relief that I'm not so anxious and sad. So one kind of surprising result of starting birth control is I feel like every emotion has heightened, which has forced me to face these emotions head on and figure out what is causing them. These things can be pretty complex though, especially when you're trying to sort out hormones from the actual thoughts that you're holding in your head. So I've been struggling a lot this past month, but I am hopeful that things will get better and that I will be able to better manage all of these symptoms, both mental and physical. So as I'm going along this journey, I would like to take you all with me, if you would like. So I plan on making regular updates about my PCOS. I'll let you all know how things are progressing with the birth control, as well as other things I'm doing to better manage these symptoms. So that's all I have for now. If you have PCOS or anything similar, I would love to hear about your experience down in the comments below, things that you're doing to help manage your symptoms, kind of how that experience has been going for you, anything at all, because I am so new to this and I'm trying to figure out what I need to do, and it's kind of confusing. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to see more of me up in your YouTube feed, don't forget to press the subscribe button. And till next time, don't forget to love yourself and others.